Gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you back. Thank you for tuning in and having a conversation with me here about the love of fragrance and perfumery. My name is Bryson Jerome Bush, and this is Fresh Perspective. Last week, as promised, today we will be doing a review on a fragrance. That fragrance is Amazing Green. We're definitely going to get into that. But before I like to chop it up, just about some basics of perfumery here. Shall we say, Fragrance 101. Now, fragrance has been around for a long time. I mean, even dates back to the beginning of civilization there. According to Wikipedia, somewhere around Mesopotamia, Egypt, wherever. They've been mixing up fragrances since the beginning of time. It's been recorded that they even introduced solvents back then. If some of you don't know, solvents just like most of the time a liquid that you can dissolve something into. Okay, that's how they make some fragrances. But just on just how it's made nowadays, still there is some dissolving that may be used as far as taking raw material. That's one method that they may use in fragrances. As well as that is taking raw material and, shall we say, using a process of distillation. And in short terms, distillation, they pretty much get the stuff, they boil it, they use the steam from it. The steam pretty much captures the essence of a fragrance. Let's talk about how it's made. Well, making a fragrance is basically the first thing you need is an essential oil or a synthetic compound to start off with here, oil compound to mix in. Now, by way of getting that, is usually some type of way of a distraction, whether it would be fleurage is a extraction. There's also ultrasonic extraction that is used nowadays. Makes it a lot more easier. As well as that, just simple boiling of a product and taking the condensation from that product, leaving you with the essence. We usually call that distillation. Now, by having that, you're going to need a perfumer's grade alcohol. Now, they say a natural corn liquor base that would be above a 99 proof, at least. And also, hopefully it doesn't have a smell to it. Okay, you don't want to smell like liquor because you sprayed your new cologne on, get pulled over for DUI. Totally bad. If you're going to make fragrance, take time, do your research, find a place that you're going to get your perfumer's grade alcohol from, and go about that route. Now, but there are levels to the game. Now, with mixing those together, you now have a compound, you have a fragrance. There are different levels to those. And those levels you may usually see on, say, your fragrance bottle. It may say EDT for Eau de Toilette, or you may say Eau de Parfum or EDP. You also may see something cologne. Now, we use the word in North America, cologne, for anything that is a fragrance. But an actual cologne is a level of perfumery dilution range. And you see how it's the higher the compound percentage or dilution ratio, the longer your fragrance will last. 15 to 20% is the Eau de Parfum. Now, Eau de Parfum can last you pretty much up to 6 hours. You spray that on, you can get pretty much most of your work day with an Eau de Parfum there on. Now, what I like the most here, and I get into, is the real stuff. Hey, I don't like no generic cereal. 20 to 30%. This is a parfum. Parfum strength is going to have the highest compound grade of fragrance or essential oil in there. That's all the good stuff there. It's going to come on a lot smoother. You're not going to have to use as many sprays as here. This fragrance is going to last you from 8 hours or more. That's the stuff I always get. That's the stuff I always make. The good stuff. But where you want to apply a fragrance usually is in an area that's going to generate heat, some blood flow, because it's almost going to be like you're your own natural oil diffuser there. So naturally, I say go for your pulse points there, on the neck there, maybe on the wrist, any type of area of your body that you may be using that you're going to extend with during the day. So you want to know what Bryson Jerome goes with? I'm usually ear, pulse point, and then I'll go back of the hand. Now, right there, we're looking at 6 sprays here. And the reason why I go pulse point and back of the hand, because sometimes, I talk with my hands a little bit here, but also when you have that fragrance on, it creates what most of us call as a fragrance bubble. Now, with extending my hand out, I'm extending my fragrance bubble. Now, I'm not the guy that's going to be here in your face just so you can smell my fragrance, but you're doing it, subconsciously, extending the fragrance bubble. So guess what? I have something pleasant on. Here you go. I'm inviting you in to this great vibe that I have on. This great fragrance. I like to share it. Now, make sure that you have a good fragrance on. Make sure it's something not too obnoxious. Remember to wear fragrances according to occasion, people. Definitely want to do that. So, let's back this up here. Fragrance 101. Our review for today. A sample of Como de Garçon. Amazing Green. So we got a sample in today. Como. I don't know why I keep saying Como. It's Comme de Garçon. Amazing Green. Now, this is a designer company that was founded in 1969 in Tokyo, Japan, but is based out of Paris. So, Comme des Garçons, they've been around for a while there. They actually have 48 fragrances under their designer name there and registered there. Most of them kind of looks like similar to the bottle that I'm showing up there in the screen here. A lot of their fragrances are very, very natural smelling, and I'm sure this is going to be a great one here. Now, recently here, the biggest fragrance that's been getting noticed or again is Amazing Green. Been getting some notoriety here And I believe that has something to do with the perfumer who created it here. Now, the perfumer, known as Jean Christophe Hérault. Now, Jean Christophe Hérault, if some of you don't know, because I'm imagining most of you don't here, because I didn't know too much until after I researched, not before this amazing green stuff. But he's a monster when it comes to creating these fragrances here. Jean Christophe has tons of fragrances under his belt, registered with the IFF. I believe 74 to be exact. 74 fragrances. It's big time. Coach, Open the Road. You've never heard of that. Another legendary one was Cool Water by Davidoff. Jean Christophe had his hand on that. Actually, he created that for Davidoff. Dolce & Gabbana, the One Intense. Now, this is a beautiful fragrance here. Very popular fragrance out there. And not only that, but he also went 50-50 with Erwin Creed as a creator of Creed Aventus. Now, I'm not the first person on this platform that spoke about Creed Aventus. So, my sights and my bar is pretty much up here. If you're one of the creators of Creed Aventus, okay, we're gonna see what you're talking about here. Let's go to the note breakdown. Amazing Green, created in 2012. The note breakdown with the top notes of green pepper, hazelnut, and palm tree. Our mid notes of ivy, coriander, orris root, and flint. With the base notes of vetiver, gunpowder, white musk, and smoke. Let's try it. I mean, I'm getting this super, like, explosive, fresh green energy. Fresh cut grass almost. Not to make it sound like it's landscaping, definitely not. But it's very, very natural, very fresh, very effervescent. You do have I get where the flint is coming in. This is a very, very luxurious vibe here. This Amazing Green is. It's definitely not a flirty, like clubby, flirty vibe. This is definitely boss here, like for sure. It's boss man, boss lady fragrance, 100%. This is for somebody that, if you smell this on somebody, this will be somebody that you possibly may have seen at a extremely nice hotel, but you're not seeing them in the club. You probably see them at the hotel bar because they're on business, working all day. If you're going to speak with this person, you probably should have something to say. They're going to be able to see through BS. It's a great, amazing fragrance. It's for definitely a person of purpose. If you want to have that vibe of purpose, that vibe of I get stuff done, this is definitely a fragrance for you, because something you can wear to the office, say if you're a boss, that you can wear something to the office and say, hey, I have a life outside of this, but at the same time, I'm not coming here to play with you. But it's great fragrance. It's not really for a younger crowd. This is more for somebody, a professional, between the ages, 30 and up here. This is maybe a fragrance for you here, somewhere in the professional crowd. This is definitely a good fragrance. It's not going to be too loud or overbearing inside of a room, but it's going to definitely give off a nice vibe for a woman or a male. And it has a very calming, alluring vibe cloud that comes with it here. And definitely will be a good buy. Now, with this, now I believe a 100 ml of the Amazing Green is going for about $131 per bottle. I recommend, if you're between the ages of 30 and up, late 20s and up, with a professional vibe, this is definitely for you. It's worth all the investment. Definitely, 100%. If you are someone younger than that and you're looking to test out the fragrance, just try to test something to go with your personality, something with a vibe there. I'm a person, I like to switch it up multiple different days. Moods aren't always the same, and I like to explore my fragrances. If you're younger than 30, I would say you may want to go for a 50 ml. If not, it's always good to go to one of those sites where you can get a scent to be split. For example, Split Scent does some of that. What you're seeing here, they have fragrances all the way down to 1 milliliter for samples if you like to. Now, I'm not getting paid off anything like this. Just Split. Holler at me. But anyway, it may be a situation for you to go that route. But yes, my verdict on Amazing Green, it is amazing. It does have great green notes in it. Like I said, very effervescent. A green explosion out the gate. A nice, sandy, smooth mid-coast there. Gives you a nice vibe cloud. Definitely for the business, not business casual, I say business sexy, the vibe that we have there. Works definitely well for a male or a strong female. It's definitely a great vibe. Great fragrance there. But I expect nothing less than Jean-Christophe Perrault. Thank you for that submission here. With that being said, appreciate you coming out, chilling with your boy, Bryson Jerome Bush. This is The Fresh Perspective. Y'all have a good one. Be safe.